You've come to fight as 3 men. And 3 men you are. What will you do without freedom?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Godly Potential YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about sleep paralysis, how I deal with it, what is sleep paralysis, and to let you know that you're not the only one if you're having it. So the reason why I'm talking about this topic is because I was just on Instagram. A guy I followed, he was live streaming or going live on there, and with the question tagged or the video tagged, do you have sleep paralysis, or how do you deal with sleep paralysis? Something along those lines. But he was talking about sleep paralysis, and a lot of people connected with him. They were talking, giving their stories. As one chick said that she pulled out of her bed, or she came to, or she woke up and she was halfway leaning off her bed. This other chick, she said that she's seen the same guy ever since she was a kid, and still sees him to this day, damn near every night, whenever she sleeps in her house by herself. And there's another chick. She pretty much was talking about some scientific things. I mean, it was some good advice or whatever. It's good information, I should say. Yeah, she also gave some tips. Her tips was whenever you're dealing with sleep paralysis, if you scrunch your face, that works for her. She can pretty much snap out of it, or she wiggle her toes. That works. But the reason why I'm talking about this video is because I too have dealt with sleep paralysis, and also it reminds me when I was deployed. This staff sergeant I worked with, she told me that she dealt with sleep paralysis all the time growing up, and she actually had it out there, and she hit me up, and she was freaking the fuck out. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But anyway, so I've had sleep paralysis twice that I can remember vividly. The first time was when I was meditating. And actually, I expected sleep paralysis because I was attempting to astral project. And that's one of the steps that you go through in order to get to sleep paralysis, or the method that I was doing. Or did I say that wrong? Sleep paralysis is one of the steps you go through to get to astral projection, the method I was doing. And so basically what I did was just laying down meditating, and I had a sleep mask on. And you want to get to sleep paralysis because pretty much that's when so when the physical body sleeps, that's when the spirit or the astral body pretty much comes alive, you can say, or that's when you become conscious of it. But so yeah, I was doing that sleep mask on, and I went into it, and felt the pressure on me, on my chest or whatever, and I heard some shit, but it was just noise. I can't even describe it or whatever it was, but that wasn't too vivid, I guess you can say, or too extreme. The second time, however, I was sleeping in my bed. I fell asleep on my back. I know I'm sleeping on my stomach, so I don't have it that often, but I sleep on my back, and I woke up and felt this pressure on my chest. Actually, when I woke up, I didn't open my eyes. I was just awake, though, and I felt this pressure on me. I was like, yep, got sleep paralysis. So I opened my eyes, and I seen this woman on top of me, pretty much, and she started yelling. Just an ugly broad. They call her old hag. You can look it up. A lot of people have seen this astro fucking parasite, but when it happened, what I did was I called on the spirits that I work with. I mean, my ancestors, spirit guide, 3 other spirits that I'm working with, got altars for. And then I woke up. I mean, it pretty much went away. That's the word for me, and that's also one of the things I would say. If you're working with spirits, if you're into that, and then you can do that, call upon your spirits, call upon your ancestors, call upon your dead relatives, and that should help, because it helped me. Now, what is sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is when your mind wakes up before your body does. That's simple. So every night when you go to sleep, you're about to go into dreamland, or the real world, they say. Your body shuts itself down and it paralyzes itself so you won't act out your dreams, because if it didn't happen, you would act out your dreams, and who knows, you'd be sleepwalking, you'd be outside in traffic doing whatever, or running into shit. Who knows? So your body paralyzes itself so you don't act out your dreams. Now, like I said, your mind wakes up before your body does. So when your mind wakes up, your mind is a computer. It's a problem solver. It wants to solve everything, and it's logical. It's 100% logical. So when your mind wakes up before your body does, and it tries to move, it realizes it can't move. So what your mind does is look for an answer. It looks around for an answer. It's scanning the room for an answer. And also, when in this state, you probably just came out of a dream, or you're probably still dreaming. And then your mind's scanning for things, and then it started like, oh shit, you're in a dark room. And it's like, that's something? I feel like something's in here. And then you put this pressure in your chest because, or you're paralyzed. You can't move. You can't get up. You can't do whatever. And so your mind creates this image of this individual or this thing standing on top of your chest. Now, that's one theory. The other theory is, because like I said, one of the chicks on the Instagram, she said she got pulled out of her bed. My other theory is that when this happening, I mean, sleep paralysis still, like, your mind wakes up for your body. However, I feel as if that's actually a real being, but it's a spiritual, a astral parasite. Some people call them demons because they just say everything's demon. But a spiritual parasite that feeds off of energy. Everything needs food. And what is energy? Your emotions. Your emotions are energy. And when this entity sees you sleeping, it's like, oh, easy fucking prey. Especially if your spiritual senses are somewhat open. If you can perceive spirits, then the spirit knows that. Like, the moment you open your third eye, spirits, like, if you see a spirit, the spirit will know that you see them. It's like, damn, I know that they see me. So it's the same thing when you're sleeping in this case, in this explanation that I'm giving here. So you're sleeping, that happens, spirit sees you laying there, and it goes to fuck with you. Like, I'm finna scare this motherfucker just to feed off of you. And then that's happening, and then your body's paralyzed, and you can't move, and you just get more and more scared. Now, the other chick on the Instagram, she said that she dealt with the same entity since she was a kid. My theory is that, like I said, the spirit seen an individual they can feed off of, and she was just an easy prey. And she said she would be sleeping, her mind would wake up, and she'd hear footsteps coming up her steps, and then the door slide open. And then the guy would just be standing there, and then he would run at her and jump on top of her. My theory is, all of that shit, all those steps and all of that sliding door and just standing there, it's just building up the anticipation. It's building up her fear. Because if that shit's going on, it's like the anticipation. It's worse than actually seeing the motherfucker. So all that fear is just building up. And the motherfucker standing in the doorway, just building up the fear. And then she said it runs at her. It's just more and more fear. So by the time the motherfucker gets on top of her, he's pretty powerful because he's been feeding on her ever since he made his presence known. So, like I said, call up on your spirits if you work with any. What I also suggest is, if you can sleep on your stomach, you can do that. That'll get rid of it. As well as sleep with, black crystals underneath your pillow, as well as not citrulline, selenite. That is a great crystal to sleep with under your bed. It helps with all your dreams and shit. Besides that, the other thing you gotta do is vibrate higher. Increase your vibrations. If you want to learn how to do that, I made a video about increasing your vibration. But that is all I got to say about sleep paralysis. how to deal with it, what it's from, my experience with it. But if you have any questions, be sure to leave it in the comments. But that is all. Peace.
You've come to fight as 3 men. And 3 men you are.